You know what? I've been slacking on the worship content lately, so here we go. The language we use around modern worship is just not honest. When we say, I'm serving on Sunday, what we really mean is, I'm performing music. And that's not evil, that's just mislabeled. And when churches advertise worship nights with, come experience the presence of the Lord, it creates this whole unspoken implication that God's presence is something that can be summoned or conjured. Like if the lighting is right and the chords swell at the right time, boom, there's God. No one says this is the only way you can connect with God. But everything about the culture acts like it. The branding, the emotional engineering, the way pastors talk about it, the spiritual pressure around it. It all centers worship music as the main spiritual pathway. And that's what feels weird to me. Not spiritually weird, but psychologically weird. Because it reduces something as massive and personal as spirituality into one very specific, highly produced, aesthetic experience. My issue is not with the music. My issue is with the performance being disguised as sacrifice, the emotional high being labeled as divine presence, and the pressure that's placed on staff and volunteers to create an atmosphere that somehow makes God show up. That takes a psychological toll, and I say that as somebody who used to be on the stage doing all of these things. So no one is explicitly teaching or preaching worship is the only legitimate way to reach God. But the entire culture around them behaves like that's true. I would just love to see a little bit of honesty. Call it a musical expression of faith. Call it a spiritual concert. Call it a communal moment. Just don't pretend like modern evangelical megachurch worship is a big act of service. Don't pretend like it's sacrifice. And don't pretend like this is what you need in order to experience the presence of the divine. Because if we want healthier spiritual spaces, I truly believe that this starts with naming things accurately and letting people experience and find the divine in more than just a bridge and a chorus.